What's your name?
Jesil.
Jesil, what's your creator name?
Jesil_ okay. That's it. It's my name. That's it. It's my name.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Jason Dove here today.
What's
I
good?
ran into one of the legends on Instagram, the Ad King Jesil. Man, how you feeling today, man?
I'm feeling good. How you feeling?
Not too bad, man.
Cool.
Not too bad. You know, I'm just enjoying that.
Yeah.
Enjoying the experience. What is the experience like for you right now?
It's been great, man. A lot of great cameras, a lot of great equipment, a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's been nice.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah.
So I pretty much want to talk to you about your journey. I'm gonna keep it short because the battery life is already going down.
Of course.
But I want to talk to you about pretty much like how you started.
Yeah.
And what did you have to overcome to get to the position that you're in currently?
That's a good question. How did I start? I started actually from a program. So there's a little program hosted by Canon in Canada. And they just wanted to kind of incubate like people who wanted to be creators, so people who had a passion to be creators. And so I got into that program, and in that program pretty much like kickstarted my desire to want to do content.
Yeah.
And through there, I just had it was just me just kind of pouring in to like myself and just being like, okay, let me make daily content, let me continue to make content. I had opportunities to have like one-on-one mentorships with some like cool creators, and so from there I was like, okay, this is something I want to take seriously. Like honestly, I wanted to do social media since I was a little kid. I made like YouTube videos like
I do now.
yeah, okay, dope. But yeah, it's like, bro, like I always had a passion for it, and so then when I saw that opportunity, I was like, okay, let me start an Instagram, show them that I can really do it, everything like that. And then literally like 6 months later, almost maybe 8 months later, things started popping off. And then yeah.
So
yeah.
what year was this? What year did it start to pop off for you?
This was 2023. So 2023 in summer is my channel, and then by December 2023, that was like when I think I got like over like maybe 20 or 30,000 followers, and so that was like the first time where I was like, okay, like this is actually like a real thing. This is actually happening. Yeah, so it was quick.
So
it was very quick.
What were the setbacks for you? As creators.
Yeah, it's good.
As creators, we go through a lot of setbacks.
Yeah.
We go through a lot of hardships, and it becomes very, very challenging.
Yeah.
So for you, with your journey, what was those setbacks for you?
You know what? Setbacks, I would say like life in general, right? So it's like creating content, you're not gonna make money and stuff like that immediately. So having to put food on the table, different things like that.
Right.
Having to me at the time I was editing videos for work too, right? So I was working at a company shooting and editing videos, and so having to do that all day and then come back at like 8 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m. and then now be making videos for myself, it became really difficult, really hard. Yeah, very difficult. I was like up until like 2 a.m. in the morning making my videos, 3 a.m. in the morning making my videos, and so like it was really hard. And so like stuff like that of just like life and just like the busyness of life when like this is not something that's funding your career,
right.
Like it's tough, right? And so it's like you're putting all this time towards something but you're not really seeing anything come back from it yet. Right. And then also just like procrastination, right? So being like, oh, like let me do a video later, like let me just do this later, or I'll do this another time, or maybe I'll do this tomorrow, or whatever, like making the excuses. It's just it gets to you. Sometimes you're your own enemy when it comes to making content and working for yourself in general. Work, making money. So working all day, doing videos, everything like that, and then having to do it again when I get home. That was a struggle. And then also procrastination.
Yeah.
Like just having to, it's so easy to just put off making videos, do it another time, anything like that. That it's like it really got to me of just being like, there'll just be times I'd just be like, I'll find up every excuse not to make a video, and so it's tough. It's stuff I had to like power through.
Yeah.
Right. So it was difficult in the beginning. Yeah.
All right. So with that, would you feel like it's worth it at the end of the day?
Yeah. Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like that creative mind that you have,
yeah.
And the consistency with it, and how much time and effort you put into creating.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, that's all worth it to you currently.
Yeah. Of course, 100%. Like looking back at it, I'm like, I'm so happy I put in that effort, put in that work. Like the opportunities I have now is just like beyond my wildest dreams.
Yeah.
It's like it's just crazy, and so it's like, I feel extremely blessed to even be in this position. And so yeah, like 100%. Like it's definitely worth it. Like it's definitely worth the hard work.
And how old are you currently?
26.
26. Okay. When's your birthday?
February.
February. Okay. So you just turned 26.
Huh?
You just turned 26.
Yeah, I just turned.
Okay. Hell yeah. Awesome. Yeah, I just turned 27 this year. Well, a few days ago. No, sorry. Last week.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Same to you. So what age did you first start?
So content. I started
content, or just the film life film life currently.
Well, film. I started shooting in like high school.
Okay, there we go.
But I started doing content just 2023, pretty much like that time in Canon.
That time, 23 was amazing, man. That's when I like. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
Continue.
I started with Canon, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, that was the year that I started.
Okay.
And I was doing like YouTube stuff before, but it was completely different.
Right.
Just like goofing around, but that was more when I was a kid and just had freedom and stuff like that. But then like really serious about okay, this is what I want to do for my life in 2023. Yeah.
Got you. And so for people out there that are creatives that want to learn how to create, what's some advice that you can give to them, as growing creators?
That's a good question. I would say be willing to adapt.
Gotcha.
I'd say that's probably the biggest thing. I'd say a lot of people, it's so easy for them to make content. Right. So like you can put out a video, all this kind of stuff. They'll put out daily videos. They'll put out videos every couple weeks or week or whatever. But I think the major issue that makes like someone who is stagnant and can't, break through that 1,000 follower, 5,000 follower, whatever kind of mark, and someone who blows up is adaptability. That's the biggest thing. So it's like if you're just doing one thing over and over again, you don't see it work, try something else.
Right.
Realistically, like in a week, you should maybe be posting like, depending on how many times you post.
Right.
But it should be a variation of videos. Right?
Okay.
It should be like, no matter what you do, just try new things, see what people like, see what your community likes, because you never know. Like my biggest viral videos were literally like me like just walking through my house and be like, oh, like that's a good idea.
Right.
And then like me just like going to my camera and just shooting it.
Right.
And it getting like 10 million views.
Right.
And so it's like, it's not always that stuff where I'm just sitting down and curating and all this kind of stuff. And so like I say to people, like, just like be open-minded to trying new things, and that's what's gonna make you like succeed and get to that new mark. For sure.
Okay. Yeah. And so with that, what was the video for you that gave you that exposure and that realization of like, this is it for me?
I remember that day like it was yesterday, bro. I remember that day not the exact date, but I remember I posted a video, and it was just like a simple 5-second video, and it was like asking a video editor to change the music is like asking a contractor to just change the foundation of a house.
Yeah.
Right? Where it's like, you can't just say like, oh, just change the foundation but keep everything else, right? It's like at the bottom, right? And so like in the same way, you can't just ask an editor to change the music without changing the whole video and the pacing and everything like that. I remember I posted that video, and it was like silence. Maybe it got like 10K views, which like for me, I was like, okay, cool. And then like I remember it was like I was at a Christmas party like 2 months later, and all of a sudden that video started blowing up.
Are you serious?
Like blowing up like crazy. And so I don't even know what happened, but like I couldn't even go on my phone. Like it was just like glitching out, like going crazy, comments, everything like that. And like I remember I was just like showing everyone at the party. I was like, yo, this is crazy, what's going on? And so then that was like the first like viral video that I had. And the first time I was like, yo, like this is serious. Like this is actually happening. Yeah. And I remember like it was just the growth came, followership, everything after that. And one thing I learned in that moment was not slowing down, right? Yeah. It's like there's some mistakes that I made in the past where I was like, I would see that viral video and I would just sit it and just look at the numbers. I just wouldn't make extra video. I was just looking at it like, oh, yo, this is sick. But really, when you get that viral video, the algorithm's pushing out momentum to you, right? So post again the next day, and post again the next day, and the next day, and the next day, because then it's gonna compound, and then all of a sudden, so there was a point like, after that moment, like when I had that viral video, I would post just any video and it would get like 500,000 views, like 100K views per video, just boom, boom, boom. And so like it was off of that momentum of like that one viral video that I got all that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And for you, what would you say would be the setup that you will that you will recommend for new creators? Like what lighting gear? You know, like, of course we know you Amaran guy.
That's a good
Of course we know you Amaran guy.
You know what?
You know what camera would you use? Like stuff like that. Like what's up? What are the?
You know
what are the? Yeah.
Starting off, your phone and a big window.
Which is facts. No, that's facts.
Phone and a big window.
That's facts.
All you need. Or your phone and outside.
That's facts.
That's it. That's all you need. Your phone and lamp, whatever. Like, I know people who they shoot crazy good videos or crazy hilarious videos or whatever on their phone, right? And so it's like, if you're gonna say like, oh well, I'm not gonna start until I have this camera or this, then it's like you're not.
Oh, you're holding yourself back.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you are very much holding yourself back. I know. With me, when I first started, right? I first started with my phone. I was making just edits off my phone. You know what I'm saying? And when I first started, I started doing football videos.
Oh.
So within that, I turned that football videos into also me teaching how to teach people how to do certain plays or how to do this type of drill, because that's how I started with TikTok. You know what I'm saying? But within that, I've always kept it in a filmmaking way.
Yeah,
I was doing the different angles, the transition, stuff like that in a way as if it was like a real edit.
Yeah.
So within this transition, I transitioned fully into film.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And with that, it became like a whole like new world, like not new world, I will say, but it's kind of like your old following don't like your new interest.
Yeah.
Have you dealt with anything like that before? And what advice would you give to people that are in that currently?
Yeah, I would say I've dealt with that a little bit of just like switching up some content.
Okay.
I think at the beginning I was like, I was doing like just gear review kind of videos, and then I wanted to do more just like entertainment kind of stuff. And I was just worried of like how people would react and everything like that. I think one thing I made sure to do is like, again, keep it like on theme of like, okay, I'm not gonna shoot with my phone now. I'm still gonna shoot with my camera, have good lighting, everything like that. So I'm gonna keep on brand to where it's like an easy transition.
Right.
But I would say like, honestly, like just push through it. I would say like, if like everyone's hating on your stuff, like all of a sudden like you go from like good viewership to like no one's watching your things, then it's a sign that maybe you shouldn't go into that, right? You don't want to betray your following, right? But it's also like, be open to trying new things. I'm like, okay, let me do this thing but be adjacent to it, right?
Gotcha.
But then like obviously you're gonna have people hate and just stick to this, whatever, but like just push through, and like you're gonna gain more followers, you're gonna gain more people who are loving that kind of content that you're making, and you'll find success on the other side for sure.
Gotcha. Okay, appreciate that, man. You got any last bit of advice you can tell the people here?
Any last bit of advice?
Or anything.
That's a good question.
Also, one more thing before you answer that, was faith a big part of your journey?
Come on, man. Come on. Yes, of course, 100%. I am, I'm a firm believer in Jesus Christ, man. I'm a follower of Christ. Love him with all my heart. So important, right? It's just like guidance through every video, literally every video, of just like what I should post, what I should be doing, how I should be acting online, what should I be liking, what should I be following, what should I be commenting, how should I be reacting to hate, how should I be reacting to things that people are saying, all that kind of stuff. It's like, my faith led me through all of that, because it's like, there's times where like people are hating on me, people are being rude, disrespectful, racist, different things like that. Right. And it's like you can choose how you react to that kind of stuff, right? Right. And so like just kind of taking it all to the Lord, and just being like, okay, like, I'm not gonna react to this in anger, or times of struggling, times of where it's like I'm struggling with money, struggling with anything like that, just giving it to Him and being like, you know what, like, Lord, you're gonna provide. And bro, even this, like, I was like, I have a lot of like at home. I got a lot of stuff to pay for, right? Like moving, different things like that. And like coming to NAB, I was like, okay, it's nice, but it's like I was paying out of pocket, everything like that. Oh, okay. Praying for the Lord. I was like, Lord, please provide. I got a brand deal to be able to come here. Wow. Right? So like even me being here is a testimony of like Him like taking care of me, and Him being like, okay, you know what, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to take care of your needs. You're now covered coming to Vegas. Right. Even though you have thousands of dollars worth of things to pay for in the next couple months, it's like you're taken care of for this, right? So even that alone, it's like, He's providing for me in every way. That's crazy. Yeah. What was your first brand deal? My first?
Yeah.
That's a good question. So my first brand deal was Hollyland, actually.
Okay,
My first
yeah.
brand, that's a good thing to talk about. My first brand deal was at like 3,000 followers.
Okay.
So I just reached out to them and I was just like, hey, I don't have a big following, but I make good quality videos that I think people would love, and like you could post on your page. And they're like, yeah, sure, of course. They sent me out some stuff. I did a deal for them, and they mainly posted on their page. And yeah, that was maybe a few months after I started, and we've been close. Everything, like they sent me out to China the next year.
Wow,
which is crazy.
Wow.
So we've been very, very close with the entire team ever since.
So you had about 3,000 followers. You said. Now, by you having 3,000 followers, what was your what is it called? Like the not motivation, but like the numbers. Like what did you
high. Like it was like my viewership.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, my viewership was like maybe I was getting like 1,000 views per video. Like not a lot. Like maybe I had one video that got like 2,000 or 3,000 views or something like that. Like not high. Like yeah, it was like low thousands, very low thousands. But like I pitched myself in a way that I was like I don't have a big following. I think a lot of people, they make a mistake if they try to like almost coerce people into like, or they almost like try to manipulate people, right? They're like, like, you know, I'm this crazy creator, all this kind of stuff, and then you go to their page and it's like, okay, like whatever. But it's like the best thing that you can do is be honest, right? Right. So if you're honest, like this is what I do. I'm not a big follower. I don't do, you know, I'm not gonna be, you know, Peter McKinnon or whoever, you know, this crazy big person. But I do make good quality videos, and this would be useful for you. You could use it for promotion, you can use it for advertisements. And they're like, okay, I'm going to this page. He's only got 3K followers. He gets maybe 1,000 views per video max. But he's right, his videos are good quality. He's using a nice camera, he's using all this kind of stuff. Okay, let's get him. And so that's how it was, yeah.
That's crazy. So pretty much, you don't need to have a big following as long as you have great quality.
As long as you have, not necessarily even good quality, as long as you're honest about what you're pitching to people. Yeah. As long as, yes, you need to have good quality, not necessarily camera quality, but like good video quality. Are you a good presenter on camera? Yeah. Can you talk to the camera? Are you nervous and stumbling and you just like, you know, awkward pauses and different things like that, right? So it's like, are you editing good videos? Are you able to talk and all this kind of stuff well to camera? Is your editing good? Right. If all that stuff, all those boxes are checked, it doesn't matter what kind of followership you have, people will take you for different reasons, so you'll be good. Yeah.
Woo. Ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the legend himself, man. Hey, man, it's a pleasure. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, man.
Thank you, man.